Session, we'll quickly learn about the differences between DevOps and DevSecOps, right? People are always asking what is the difference between DevOps and DevSecOps. Let me quickly tell you that, right? What is DevOps? DevOps, if you look into Wikipedia, there are a lot of definitions for DevOps, and there is no as such proper term or definition for DevOps till now, right? But let me tell you a simple definition for DevOps so that it's easy for you guys to understand. A DevOps is nothing but it has three components. One is people, another one is process, another one is products. So you can call that as 3Ps. Okay, people, process, and products. Products are nothing but the tools, right? So what happens when all these 3Ps combine together to give you a value? Okay, so this is a value to the customer. The customer should be happy by seeing the value, as simple as that. If the customer becomes sad, then the value is gone. If the customer is happy, then the value is high. This is what DevOps is. Let me give you a simple example of it. Right? For example, a customer is asking you to prepare a Microsoft Word 2020 as a software. You're trying to use the best people you have. You're trying to use the best process you have. Process is nothing but, take an example of Agile, Scrum, Lean, Kanban, ITIL, whatever process it is, right? And you are using the best products, which means best tools. And then you're trying to prepare that particular software, and then you're giving it to the customer. The customer is very happy because he received the product much before the deadline. Now, when the customer is trying to just do a copy and paste operations, and if the copy and paste operations is not working, do you think customer will be happy? No, he will be sad, because the basic functionality of the software, which is copy and paste, is not working, even though you're using the best people, best process, and best products, right? That is where your value becomes a failure. So DevOps is nothing but using, or a combination of, people plus process plus tools to give a best value to the end user. This is what DevOps is, right? So always remember this 3Ps. Okay. Now this is what DevOps is. Now you understand what is DevOps, right? What is DevSecOps? DevSecOps is a broader scope. You can call this as a 360-degree scope. What do you mean by 360-degree? Okay. I am an employee. Okay. So I am entering my office. Okay. Now my office has a door. Okay, this is my access door, and this is my place to sit, and this is my laptop. So what happens when I enter my office? Okay, I am using my ID card or an access card to enter the door. So this is one layer of security which is done through your ID card or your access card, whether you have a proper authorization, whether you have proper access to even enter into the office. Then you're coming and sitting on your desk, and then you're trying to open your system. The system has its first basic password to log in, which we call it as an Active Directory password, right? This is a second layer of security. Once after you log in, then you're trying to open a Git repository, and this Git repository again has a password. So this is the third layer of security. Then you are trying to do a basic CI/CD, and this CI/CD tool will again have a password. Okay, this is another layer of security. And then when you try to log into Azure to do a deployment, this is again another layer of security. So in whatever way you're trying to do, everything has a security. Like, consider, for example, this is my printer. Okay, and this is connected to my system. When you try to give it, again, whether I have an access or an authorization to take the printout, that is again another access. And there is a shredder machine, whether I have a proper access and authorization to do the shredding, that is again another security, right? And then when you go out to your data center room, so this is my data center room. Again, if you have an access to enter into the data center room, if you have an access to even change anything on the data center room. So if you consider this 360-degree, whatever you do, each and every step has a security inside it, right? And that is what called as DevSecOps. So this DevSecOps is a culture. It is not a concept. It is not a tool. It is a culture. Culture in the sense, starting from you entering into the office till you get out of the office, everything is being monitored and everything is being accessed and secured. That is called as a culture. And this is not only for you, this is for an entire organization, right? So that is why DevSecOps is nothing but it's a culture with 360-degree security where everyone is responsible for everything, right? That's what DevSecOps is. And we have multiple tools to do it. Like for example, for this access door, there's a separate tool. For this printer access, there is a separate tool. For a Git access, there is a separate tool. For this CI/CD tool access, there is a separate tool. For a shredder, there is a separate tool. And apart from this, if you try to do any other security on your code level, there is a separate tool. And this has multiple categories like SAST, which is static code analysis, DAST, which is dynamic code analysis, SCA, which is software composition analysis, and then you have IAST, which is infrastructure security analysis, and then you have a threat modeling, which is your architectural based analysis. You have artifact scanning, and then you have build scanning, you have Git secret scanning, lots and lots of it, VA, vulnerability assessment, PT, penetration testing. So these are all the different categories of DevSecOps with every tools for every different aspects that we do. That's why I said it is a 360-degree of security in each and every step, whether it is a code or whether it is a person or whether it is a product or an office or a toilet or a restroom, everything has a security, right? And that is called as DevSecOps. It's a culture with 360-degree security where everyone is responsible for everything. Whereas when you come to DevOps, DevOps is a simple one. It's 3 P's to deliver a value to the end user. As simple as that. I don't care about the security. I don't care about who does it, what it is being done and everything. I want the value to be given to the end user. That's all. Right? So now I hope you understand what is the difference between DevOps and DevSecOps. Right? If you have any doubts, feel free to reach out and I'll be happy to help you guys across. Right? Thank you.